Hello, everyone, and welcome back to ZSR Main. We're continuing here with our doubleheader tonight of the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament 2023 here. We've got ourselves the semifinals this time of the Nibelru Invitational Tournament. We've got Sigil versus Valence, Game 1. I'm Star, and joining me for this one is Nightcrawler. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. And I'm very happy to see this race between Sigil and Valence. This is, I think, my first time this year calling a Nibelru Invitational Tournament game, and it's good to see our new racers getting a couple extra games, picking up some extra skills, and seeing who's the best of the new.
Yeah.
Got Alan Heffley in chat. Hey, what's up?
Alan himself in the other semifinal. Will be racing there tonight, in fact, so that's not currently slotted for a CSR race stream due to lack of volunteers. Probably scoping out his future opponents potentially here. Have to see you there, as well as everyone in chat. I need to start a prediction, because we're about to get going.
I don't know who I've got my money on. They're both good. I remember being surprised at how good Valence. Oh, jeez, Palace and Palace. We got Palace Town over here. Oh God, Life 1 not great.
Nope, not much really here for runners. But yeah, P3 or 6 right next to start is a very, very familiar looking shade of gray.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know the randomization for the Iron Knuckles slash for the 50/50 drops was not standardized. I thought it'd be standardized with the item drops.
I don't remember offhand.
Looks like they're going to be grinding up a level. I'm gonna guess
since it's
yeah, 200
makes sense. With 200 points apiece is pretty solid at this early stage of the seed.
Yeah, especially with how weak Life 1 was.
We saw Mirai do the same thing in the last race.
Oh, he grinded. I'm gonna tease him about that.
Yes, he did. Valence decided to give up after getting several red jars in a row, but Sigil's also not having much luck on it. Though Sigil's down to his last life boots right next to start's a nice find.
Yeah, it looks like
Trophy Cave.
Sigil's really wanting to get. Oh gosh. Yeah, Sigil got less lucky in the long run than Valence. He's gonna pick up Attack 2 and Life 2. Valence was thinking about getting Attack 2 Life 3, but, you know, had a little streak of bad luck and decided, let's just move on. Like the attack. Oh God. Oh no. Get out of here, buddy. Get out of here. Oh God. There's so many. Well, he killed one.
Yeah, this is an ugly cave here. Yikes. As Sigil takes a game over there on his side and is now going to get his boots. Yelp on that death for Valence.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 more frames and he would have got the kill on the red Dyra. Because you only actually get the kill registered to you if... Oh God, you should not pool. Because you're going to die and that's going to be game over.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Yeah, Medicine Cave is one of the harder caves, and jumping into there at this stage is a bit of a risk, like they showed us. But I think, yeah, Valence did a really good job. That was really impressive. I probably would have died there for sure. Having those back-to-back Dyras and then the Moblin and Aguria, you know, no thanks. I'd come back here with another level under your belt.
Yeah, and Sigil also having about as much fun in this item cave on his side. It's gonna give it another go. They are pretty close to start, so it's not hard to get back to. It's just painful. Yeah, it's game over for Sigil. Valence is now in Pillar P back cave here. This one seems to, the first room at least, seems quite a bit better than the other one. And gets gets a magic jar for his troubles, which will be nice when they can find spells eventually. Just not right now.
Yeah, like thunder would be good here, or shield, or even life, to get through that previous cave that they were in Medicine Cave.
Yeah. Sigil now also in this cave, heading in as Valence heads out. Very open-ended last here. I'm not sure. I think this is a vanilla-like map, but it's very open-ended. So, we're kind of up here somewhere in the northern side of the map, but got some options. Here's our palace in the north. Here, our first palace is way in the northwest corner.
Oh yeah, or second palace, really.
Oh yeah, true. First one was right next to start. Duh. Oh, down to his last life now for Valence. Sigil heading west is going to find this palace shortly. At least it's going to be a opportunity for Valence. Finding just P4, not quite the thing you want to try and dig right now.
Oh, cool. They got another palace that they can access easily, and 2 free items. Here's the other of 3 or 6. So they have both of the 3 or 6 locations right now.
Yep. And Sigil has now found P4.
We're gonna do a little bit more grinding here, possibly to make Medicine Cave doable. Wow, 2 hits still. But it was 1 hit at Life 1, so Life 3 is exactly twice as effective as Life 1 was. Which, I guess that's not bad progression, is it? Yeah, 200 point IK is not bad.
We've got a connector cave here on the north middle part of Maze Island, spotted for Sigil, who's decided to go take a look for the items before digging for items, which isn't a bad call.
Yeah.
We're digging the palace.
Definitely want to look for these items first, because items is good.
Yeah, could get a heart container, could get, the heart container could get like a magic jar, you could get a glove, there's all sorts of useful things you can get here.
I think Valence missed a bunch of spots. Oh, there's an item.
Like that.
Did Sigil not get that one? Okay.
Nope. Sigil missed it somehow, which is a bit of a yikes. But it's pretty close to the palace, so hopefully he'll check that eventually. Just a bit of an oof. And he gets just north of his current position, and he's just not checking it. Whoops. One place he doesn't check along the river is the place with his item. Well, one of his items. Don't know where the other is.
The red Lizzlefolks are still one-hit KOing these guys at Life 3, so it seems to be that the red Lizzlefolks are dealing about twice as much damage as the red Iron Knuckles were.
Valence is down to his last life, so he's gonna have to. Yeah, that's a game over. As I say that, I think I just jinxed him. Sorry, Valence, if you watch this back.
Well, they can more or less have gone around these encounters because they have the boots, so they can use the rivers. I think the location that encounter was on could have been skippable. We're gonna try Medicine Cave again. I don't know how else.
Ooh, that is Cave to Maze Death Mountain with a spec rock literally right next to it. That's blocking the way further north. A little funny place for that.
Wow, that's actually pretty nice. They have access to all of the continents except for that last
the east.
Yeah, except for the east. And easy access to palaces and items. So, not bad.
No, not for the moment. They just kind of need to survive, I think, is the biggest problem with this seed, is they're having a really hard time with survival. There's a raft tile, too. Okay, just... These sounds just connector central today, apparently. Okay.
Yeah, and it's so easy to get to. This is... Oh my god!
And there's a hammer, so...
This seed opens its arms and says, "Come and get me," or something. It wants a big hug. It's a nice friendly seed, except it's also got a dagger because it's killing these guys constantly.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a game over for Sigil. Whatever that is in the dark, it was a one-hit KO and did that to him twice. And the item there in Maze, the second item in Maze Island, that feels bad. He's gonna head south from start, which is new though for us.
Yeah. I don't imagine it's going to be more open than the northern part, but we got to do it eventually.
Yeah, Valen's heading for the northeast corner on his side. Our starting point's basically in the smack dab middle of the map. Oh hey, Stonehenge, free item. Is this useful?
Oh my
well, that's a
gosh!
raft.
All the access they could have. Oh my gosh, Valence dropped a key, unfortunately. Keys are in the drop pool, but you gotta pick them up.
Yep. And okay, southeast corner here for Sigil's got our first town finally of the seed. Almost 10 minutes in.
This is so crazy. They just have everything that they need for access.
Yep.
Everything.
Well, it looks like a pass-through cave was boulder block there for Valence.
I like the beach over on the right. Gosh, this. Oh yeah, that beach over to the right. If Valence saw that, it leads over to another cave that he can't get to straight from here. So he has the boots, so he could go up and right and down, or he could try going in another direction.
Shield and Ruda feel so bad this seed? Yeah, it does, Alan. When you really like Shield because they've been dying a ton. Trophy's also in the West Delta, so it might be in that one cave they couldn't survive for ages. Thunder and Vito here also in the southeast. We're gonna see where that medicine's at.
You know, I'm
not been trying to find hints and has gotten a load of no hints, aside from the guaranteed one of the trophy and the one here for medicine.
Now, there's still an item in Maze Island that is MIA for both runners. That should be...
Sigil knows where it is, just game over in the cave, unfortunately. And we know... And Sigil also knows where Spec Rock is, because... Okay, Horsehead's got the medicine. Good to know.
Easy.
Sigil also knows where the medicine is, but he hasn't gotten the hammer off the west yet, as that is a game over for Valence. Game overs galore, apparently, is the story of this seed right now.
Yeah. I think they pick up 1 or 2 more life levels. What are they?
A heart container would be really nice.
Yeah, it would be. I think it would be fairly easy to clean up Death Mountain and Maze Island, but we're checking south. There's lots of other items to pick up.
Yeah, there's that raft for Valence. Still thinking about it and does decide to get Bogru just in case Saria is someplace goofy. Unlikely to be needed with the boots now in a vanilla-like biome, but well, I guess he's here. We haven't actually seen Saria. I assume it's somewhere on the western side, but we haven't seen it. Okay, finally, 200 points of experience for Sigil, who's going to try for attack 3. I'm a little surprised. I would have picked up life 2 here, given how much they've been dying. Let's get a key, though.
Life 3, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Life 3 is more effective. It's not necessarily effective enough. Man, I love Valence's tracker. Jeez. You guys can't see it, but it's so fancy. Like, Zelda's in this cave, and like instead of Northern Palace, and she's sleeping, and it's in the dark. And then, like, the torches or whatever, they light up. The sconces light up, and then it reveals enemies, and she sits up. It's just so cool. Yeah, Casey is recommending life levels. I think life 4 is where they should be, and that's where they should end the game. Because, yeah, it's because you go to life 8, Mirai. Life 7 minimum. And then you get stuck someplace and you need death abuse. I'm just teasing. Yeah. Mirai, for those of you who don't know, Mirai is a racer in the Zelda 2 Randomizer community. He's one of the newer racers, and yeah, he's trying to improve. He's trying to get his times down and beat more racers. Hopefully he'll be able to make it.
Oh wait, finally, life spell for Sigil and Rudos. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay. I'm just hoping that next year we'll make it into the NIT and maybe get to the semifinals like these guys or something.
Go wants to find the boots for Sigil hint for Sigil, which is great given I think Ryder might have been hard boots locked. Thanks, game.
Alright. We are doing some high-fiving here.
Life spell for Sigil now, going to be very much appreciated given how the seed's been going for them.
Trophy in West is pretty cool. Mealy set it up there. I didn't comment, but yeah, Trophy in West is definitely good. Character appears to candle.
Okay,
sorry.
Well, that's not helpful. And yeah, okay, Rauru was hard boots locked. The hint for the boots, very helpful game.
Yeah, I mean, if they had the candle now, getting Medicine Cave taken care of would probably be much easier. But by the time they get Palace 4 cleaned up, they're not gonna be worried about dark caves at all.
No, we know Reflects in the east, and it's not worth it. We have P5 in the far southwest corner, which is going to be annoying to get back to.
You know, in the Japanese version of the game, Reflect is called Reflex.
Interesting.
Reflex. So like.
So Palace is 1, 2, and GP are on the east because we know 3 and 6 is one is next to start, the others. Out of the P3 and P6, one of them's next to start, the other is Maze Island.
I wonder how many connectors we've yet to see. Are there any left? I guess maybe one more.
We're missing. We haven't seen anyone take the raft tile, and we haven't seen the other Continental Connector cave.
Yeah, but I mean, we know where the raft tile is at least. There's a key.
Well, no, we've seen one side of the raft tile. We haven't seen the other side of it.
Yeah.
I meant as in space to get the east. It's either the other Connector cave or the raft.
Oh my gosh, Valence's tracker lighted up again, and there's different enemies in there. What is what is going on with this tracker? How much code is in that? It's crazy.
I don't know. Trophy pickup for him though, so that'll get him shield.
Sigil rethinking some things. Maybe gonna. Those levels are still looking a little low.
Yeah, I did notice that cave that Valence just exited, which had the trophy, Sigil did not get the item out of it for one reason or another. Hopefully he goes. Doesn't need shield, but it would be nice to have, given how survivability has been terrible this seed, so we'll see how it goes. This will be Rauru located shortly here for Valence. Yeah, that is hard boots locked Rauru with a hint for the boots, because the game likes to do that to you sometimes. Sigil I'm willing to go into item caves, I think, right now, because of how hard combat's been.
Yeah. I mean, but the funny thing is they know where there are more items. It's just, you know, actually
getting there.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it, and he's going back to this cave that we couldn't get earlier because the enemies in it suck.
Yeah, I'm not too confident, even at this point. Oh, but he has a life spell. Can he cast it?
It's 63. It is castable. I don't know how much it refills.
At
least 2 bars, it looks like.
Oh, gosh. Well, one enemy down.
Valence got the hammer in this cave? Oh, gotcha. No. I missed that earlier, so...
I don't think he finished this cave. I think he got the hammer somewhere else, didn't he? Or
that's what I was thinking.
There you go, a life level. Perfect time.
Convenient life level. One of the enemies giving a 200 experience.
Get the magic level.
Get the magic level, which will let him cast life again if needed.
That's actually a really good point, yeah. The nice thing about keeping your levels low is that you can get a refill almost on demand. So, and you can set it up so that it is on demand.
Helping him quite a bit in this second room of this cave.
Oh, you're...
No.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, Bailey was correct. That was the hammer.
I hate to say it. I hate to say that I'm wrong about something, but...
Yeah. Shield pickup for valence. And I think Sigil's just gonna book it straight over back to Maze Island. It's gonna go get the items, check Spec Rock, and then see what he wants to do from there. Sigil's doing that. Valence is going back to 3 or 6 if I start here.
Sigil hasn't gotten either of the items from Maze Island, right?
No. He saw one game over in the cave and missed the other one, which is just next to where he was. Sigil, it's next to the river, just north of the palace.
Yeah, he just walked right by it. The sad part is, it seems to me like it's going to be one of those mental blind spots where, like, I checked that area. Like, no,
it's right there. Right?
You walked on the water and you avoided it. But we can check the raft tile or not. Okay.
I think he's gonna get the items like just over here. He's gonna do that first.
Valence is palace diving, which is kind of brave at this point. I think he's got 1, maybe 2 keys.
He does. Yeah, it's an interesting choice. Hoping to maybe get something out of here. This is either 3 or 6. Oh, this item cave is being brutal for Sigil though, and he's gonna walk it out of here. It's gonna not game over again here just yet, which is a decent choice, I think.
I think a red Dyra, like we mentioned, Life 3 is still a 1-hit KO from a red Dyra, so that could be red or blue.
Yeah.
And yeah, at this point, it's not happening.
No, it really isn't as painful as that is. Raft tile goes to DM! Thanks.
No, they have the boots, so this is pretty easily explorable, relatively speaking. Although
he's on his last life, though, which is a big problem.
He could just go back and reset it at the palace.
He could, but it's a bit of a walk.
Ooh, that was close. Valence almost noped out of being alive. Oh gosh, this is gonna be tough. I think it's possible if you kind of jump. Oh, okay, that works too. Very nice.
Here we go. There's a lonely cave here to faster, badly for Sigil. No obvious hammer caves here.
Well, at least we can get back to Spec Rock.
Yep. Assuming he survives this cave, that is.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's good here. Well, now we get to see what it is. Oh god, this is just...
Heart container, nice. Well, you'll take it. You'll take a heart container with a seed.
Valence found a good grind spot and then, like, noped out of a pee bag. Could have been a 500, who knows. Oh well. He got the level that he wanted and he's gone. And we're going back to, I don't know. Where are we going, Valence?
Back to Maze Island as well, as that is a game over for Sigil. Ouch.
See, the fun thing is, I'm not sure if Valence is going to have an easier time with that second cave compared to even Sigil, because he's still at life 4, which is going to be a 1-hit KO from that red Dyra. So even if he finds it, he's going to have a tough time. But obviously, if he grabs this Spec Rock item and he gets the heart container, he might be able to survive that first pop and just power through it and get the item behind.
Yeah. Sigil's gonna go look for the other items in the west. I think we're still missing one item cave. I don't know where it is, but it's not something that Sigil just checked.
Oh, and Valence has shield. So leave me. Wow. That lever doing half of his life, even with shield on.
Stuff is hitting hard this game.
Yeah. It really is.
Sigil, Valence has gotten better levels than Sigil, 4-2-3 versus 3-2-3. Unfortunately, I don't think Life 4 is being that much more effective than Life 3 was.
Yeah. That certainly seems to be the case. Although they both still have, well, they both still have Life 3.
Oh, I know, I was just mismathing. I was misreading the thing. Valence getting that heart container now, which is good. Hopefully it helps a bit, but I'm not sure either on how much more the fifth heart has been doing for Valent or Sigil.
I've got a feeling that the hammer cave is to the left, but obviously the easier item for them to get would be going back and getting that second Maze Island item with shield.
Easier is dubious given things, as Sigil's unfortunately completely missed his trophy, which is just south of Saria.
They might actually be able, Valence might actually be able to take 2 bops from that red Lizalfos with shield and the 5th container. So it might very well be not too bad. But here's the east. I see a lot of lava. So yeah, we got connectors, man. we got connectors. Oh god, this is not going to be easier. I think what
this encounter looks gross. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's dead. I think what he wants to do is damage boost off the orange and then use that to get through the blue. But not happening on this continue.
Nope, because that's a game over.
So we've got a lot of connectivity, and there's still an outstanding item that Valence can pick up, actually 2, but we don't have any logical access to the palaces yet.
Nope, no fairy, no any key. We are missing one item cave in the west, 1 item in Maze Island, and Hammer Cave, so 3 items technically.
And Valence is checking for the second drop now. He's checking the wrong area, but he'll find it eventually. So
yeah, it's down by the raft towel, which I don't think he's seen yet either.
Yeah.
Sigil's still looking on the west for his items. Unfortunately, we know that one of his items is the trophy, which is just south of Sari, and he's completely walked straight past it somehow.
Yeah, Danger Mole in chat pointing out that encounter looked like a nice XP farm. If you get Thunder, that's totally true. That's... what was that? That was an Octorok, 2 blues, 2 oranges, and a Scorpion or something. That's a lot of experience you can pick up. And I don't remember where the medicine was, because I think medicine was guarding Thunder, right? So
medicine's in 1, so that might be a bit, because I know the 1 is on the east, and who knows.
Well, yeah, if they save their keys, if Valence saves their keys, they could even sequence break to get Thunder early, potentially. Because 1 doesn't usually have as many doors. And Valence is about to find the item. There we go. Let's see if Valence is going to cast Shield. If not, doesn't stand any chance. Okay, that's a blue Lizalfos. Should be able to make it on this next time through. Meanwhile, Sigil is going to be having fun here. Oh, wow. Okay, it's a magic container. Not access, but they should be able to get... well, they have lots of magic. So if we get Thunder, you got that. Now sometimes there is a flag that they use in races where, you know, spells are unlocked in the east based on how many magic containers you have, but that's not the case here.
Nope, it is turned off in these flags.
Valence is now looking for a Hammer Cave, which I think it's not necessarily the go-to play, but it could be, because we know we can get to the east. So if we get to the east, we could end up looking around quite a bit, and finding it in one of the, finding the ending key or fairy somewhere else. But it's funny because they have relatively easy access, but it's not that easy. If you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
getting to Maze Island and then getting to Death Mountain is not that many encounters. But you do have to experience a little bit of Death Mountain to get to the east.
Yeah, you do. And it didn't look like there was any easily accessible palaces real quick there on the east, so you also need to not game over before you can find one, which is itself a bit of a challenge.
I don't think Sigil's making it out this time either.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the only way to really get out of this encounter is to use Thunder or
The fairy spell. Neither which they have.
Does Sigil not have shield? I guess not.
He didn't find the trophy. Remember, it's trophy because shield is behind trophy, and he never found it. It's just south of Sari. I don't know how you missed it, but yeah, I guess just never saw the cave? Question mark.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It
That would have
is.
been really useful.
Yeah, it's definitely hurting him a bit to not have shield spell.
And,
So that's how Rando goes sometimes. He just never quite walk in. You just accidentally don't see the thing you need.
Yeah, Sigil is trying to clear these enemies real quick. Gotta act fast, though, because otherwise the second group will spawn, but it spawned in a favorable location. Sigil's just looking for a place to get reset his death counter, get some life, and that's not going to be Old Kasuto. So this is going to be it for this this particular continue, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a game over.
Kind of rough getting to a palace to reset your lives from the east. The Valence is now, searching item locations on the east. We could find a key, we could find a glove at some point. Oh, God, they still hurt so much. I really think Life 4 would be a good investment. There was that nice grind spot before, but going back there now would be a waste of time.
Yeah.
What we got here? What do we got? Death.
What's new? Death's galore, the seed.
Valence should be able to make it this time, but hopefully it's a good item. Hopefully for him. Right, good situational awareness to see where that... Oh no. That's it. That was a waste, unfortunately, because he's not going to make it back through that other... I don't think he's going to be able to pick up another item at this rate, unless he finds a palace... Unless he gets lucky in this screen, and he finds a palace pretty quick, because this is his last life, and he's going to get sent back.
Yeah.
He does still have a lot of magic, though, because they have been picking up magic containers.
Yeah, they did get two of them. He did get two out of Maze Island. It's just not a lot of spells to cast them, but Life and Shield do help.
Alright, this town is nice. Could be fairy. Fire. Okay, could be Fire Link Fairy. But they haven't really been leveling up magic. It's probably fine. Magic 3, you can start doing palaces with that if you have Fire Link Fairy. Oh wow, yeah, that's true. Melee Wizard pointing out that Sigil has found Hammer Cave. This is kind of exciting because, statistically, this is not the most likely pull. Okay, nice. Sigil going in and out of that to despawn the first enemy here. Let's see what fire is. It is jump. Not super useful. Oh, Candygram. Okay, that's kind of nice, but still no palace access.
Yeah.
And Sigil, without the shield spell, that extra heart container isn't worth as much as it would be for Valence.
No, Sigil just accidentally missed the cave on the east and the west of this trophy in it.
Oh, but Valence, of course, can pick up down stab now. Now that he has Firelink jump, he can get that, which is going to be a big improvement to his combat. So I might expect things to start to snowball in Valence's favor for a little while until Sigil catches up.
Yeah, what did Sigil get out of Hammer Cape? I missed it.
Candygram.
Sorry, I'm having a brain fart on what that means today.
Arctainer.
Thank you.
Sorry. I have some of my own names that only I use. Sorry. Oh,
Go use to find the magic jar. Okay, thanks. That's our last magic jar, I guess.
Oh boy.
Oh, so I've been a little bit scatterbraining, but that is a very goofy spot for the cave from the connector cave to the east. Is just kind of out there on the water.
I hope Sigil doesn't go in the same direction Valence did. Well, although getting jump is good. Getting Firelink jump is good. Because you can get you can get your down stab.
And that's where he is right now.
Yeah. I'm afraid of what's going to happen if he goes into that cave for the 200-point P bag and loses all his lives in there. That's all.
Yeah.
But if you die now, you can go get down stab, so not the worst. This magic will make your sword shoot fire. Go east to find the child. Okay. We haven't checked a lot of eastern item locations, but there's one cave that hasn't been checked. There's the desert tile, the water tile, which they can access, and both of the Nukasudo item locations. They haven't found Nukasudo yet.
Nope. And they do have spell smellies because that was in Saria.
Yeah, that's true. They can get both of the items in Nukasudo. At least Valence 100% can. Sigil, it's not 100% for him because he hasn't found either of the magic containers in Maze Island.
Yeah, and that's game over for Valence. Sigil's finding Darunio with Fairy in it today. Where's the... Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm just scatterbrained things a lot. Wow.
Gosh, it's not even a magic container, it's a magic jar. Go east to find the magic jar.
Oh jeez, I misread. Yeah, okay, misread. And yeah, magic jar. Great, thank you. Very helpful game.
Get your Coca-Cola. Alright, we're checking the seaboard. Very nice, very nice.
Still missing our final item cave on the west, and I'm not sure where it is. I don't think we've seen all 6 checks on the west.
Vale's about to pick up his down stab in just a moment.
Yeah, Sigil's back in the southwestern part of the west. His trophy is like kind of in the south middle, and he's just completely walked past it. And he's unfortunately continuing to walk past it. Well, he's currently on the east. Never mind, that's me being a scatterbrain. He is missing his trophy, though, which would give him shield, which he would like to have. Right. He is currently though on the east and is exploring. Well, we'll see how he does here. Then sunken P-bag cave.
This is a pretty deadly cave for not a lot of reward, so I'm not too confident here.
Yeah, just a P-bag isn't super worth it out of here.
It's not even a big P-bag either, it's just 200.
Which 323, yeah, not less worth.
Jump? Was almost a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a lot cleaner. Oh god, that hurts so much. Cast your life now. For the love of gosh. For the love of Hylia, cast your life! Why? Why fire? Oh, I guess so you can see where the enemy is. And die to it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's game over.
It was a
Valence has found the final on them on the west is our flute of questionable usefulness. We haven't seen any red rock on the east or the river devil, but we'd have to kind of survive the east long enough to figure out if we need a flute.
We did see the river devil. I think it was on a bridge, but you could just walk around
never
it.
mind. Ah, gotcha. So never mind that. Red rock still might exist, though. We haven't seen any of the items on the east yet, I don't think. Vince decided to go take a look in this 3 or 6. Sigil is continuing to not find that trophy. It's just south of it's right around sorry, I think it's the south of the western end, and that's gonna feel bad. This is P3 for Sigil, which means that valence, which means that P6 is next to start.
Interesting, so we're going for a sequence break here. There's not a lot of keys in the inventories, though. I think Valence might have 2, maybe 3?
Not sure as Sigil gets his down stab.
But if you're gonna check... Well, you know what, actually... I think P1 would be the better palace to do. So you can get Thunder. With all that magic, it could be pretty nice, but it would help with survivability on the east at this point. But I guess in a way, since you know that you're gonna get the item for oh god, yeah.
That's great.
I was just saying, like, Thunder would be fairly useful to get, but you know it's not going to be the other access, you know, whatever gives you Fairy or whatever gives you the NIT key. Actually, no, for Fairy, we know how to get it.
It's a child, which we know is in the east. We just haven't been able to survive the east long enough to find wherever it is that is, as Sigil finally gets this magic jar here.
Yeah, actually the only thing that can stop Valence from getting the child is actually living. Because he has all the magic containers, he has Spell, he has the flute, he has the hammer. Any possible place that the child could be hidden on the east, he can get to.
He can get to it, it's just a matter of can he survive it.
Yeah.
Sigil still thoroughly is gonna head into the river. Please check the spots a lot. He's still missing his other item in Maison, which is a magic jar, which could be nice, but it's also just knowledge for him, that knowing it's a magic jar, knowing it's not his glove or his flute or something.
I don't mind him picking up the items, but I mean, because then you know, it's not something that he has to worry about from that point on. But of course, you know, we know it's not going to be that helpful to him in the long run.
No, magic jar might eventually be nice though, so you finally find old Kasuto here for Valence.
Let's get this spell.
And that is... Jump.
Jump, which is linked to fire. So it's a
which
cheaper
means
way to
Reflect
cast
is
fire.
in new Kasuto.
Ah, yeah, good point, good point.
Just need to find new Kasuto.
Venture forth, brave lad. It's probably in the north west. Gonna be my guess.
I think I just saw the edge of a palace on the edge of Valence's screen, so he should find that soon, as Sigil gets the whammy of that P-bag. And there is P2 here in the northwest corner of the east.
Oh my gosh, Valence wants a level, but he also wants his lives back, I think.
And, yeah. Oh, death for Sigil still has 2 lives left, that's good.
So, Valence is just going to try to finish off this level. I don't think he can actually progress very far in this palace. And he certainly can't beat the palace. Yeah, he needs to spend a key to go anywhere in this palace, unfortunately. There's a key. But I don't think you should okay. There's a lot of doors in P4s. And that's so mean.
Oh hey, and he is a good find for Sigil here on the southern coast.
That is great for Sigil. Okay, he has his palace access. Find your P1. Go forth, young lad.
Where is P1 though becomes the question. Like this East has been terrible to both runners. It's either Valley of Death or somewhere, and we don't know which.
It could be VOD or Thread Rock or something, but here's
Hey,
a flag.
Nukasudo.
Does he have enough
far
magic
southeast corner?
Oh god, he didn't get the magic here from Maze
Sigil,
Island.
because he missed it, it's right next to the palace on the river. We don't know where the 7th jar is. I really hope for Sigil's sake that is not required. I also just missed what Valence got off the water tile. Oops.
He got magic too, the last one. So
hopefully, well,
yeah,
Sigil can get it, it's just on the opposite end of the map from where he is.
Yeah, exactly.
That does mean, by the way, that the child isn't one of the items in here in Nukasudo for Fairy.
Could be right here.
Could be here, could be the 7-jar locked item. We don't know which, it's 50-50. Because we know from a hint that child's on the east as Valence is just around P1. And it's behind 7 jars. Ouch.
No. Does he know how essential that one item is yet? Does he know that? Yeah, he's gotta know. Well, no, he doesn't know that it's not in the water spot, and he doesn't know that it's not in the cave with the 200-point P bag. So he
got the P bag. But he doesn't know that his child is in the spell tower now.
Have we checked both caves? I know we checked one.
Actually, no. I forgot. We actually it's a 50-50 because you know there's a magic jar somewhere on the east as well. Oh wait, no. I think that was.
Yeah, magic jar. Yeah. So.
Not magic container. Right. Yeah. So it could be. It's still a 50-50. Then never mind. I'm misreading my hints.
That's pretty rude, isn't it? Like he could get all his magic containers to go in there and get a magic jar. That's pretty. Yeah. That would be sad.
I had a brain fart, thought it was magic container and not magic jar.
Okay, we're doing this cave. This is the other cave.
It's a 50-50 between the magic jar and the child here, I think.
I'm betting it's the magic jar. I'm sorry.
And I hope for Sigil's sake it's the child. We'll see in a sec.
Almost there.
We get soft. Hey, there we are. So 7 magic jars required for a blue jar or red jar. Low. Okay.
And Valence is getting a kill on Horsehead with dropped keys. Hopefully Valence. Oh gosh, yeah. Hopefully Valence picks up the item from here, because that'll give him Thunder, which, with all that magic, that's gonna be pretty nice. He's gonna try to get some levels, I think. I don't know if he has enough keys to explore too much. Hopefully he does.
Yeah, news by the way, if I've been taking notes correctly, which is not a guarantee by any means, I think there are gloves in either 2, 5, or 6.
Ooh, yeah, you're probably right.
Because we've seen all 6 items on the west, we've seen all 6 items on the east, we've seen both items at DM, we've seen both items on Maze Island. We know P1's got the medicine, P3 had a heart container, and P4 has the candle.
I love this!
So, 1 in 3 chance, which of the 3 longest palaces do you want to dig?
You said 4, 5, or 6, right?
2, 5, or 6.
2, 5, or 6. Okay, 2 can be kind of long, but yeah.
5 and 6 are dreadful.
Yeah, so there's a 2/3 chance that this is gonna be a real pain for our runners. And
P2 can be pretty bad too, as well.
I just love it! Yeah, P2 can be bad, you're right. There's a little key. Bat Lab Electronics. That's a little key icon. That's cool.
Yeah. Is P1 just kind of in the northeast corner there? I could say lose track of where that is.
I didn't see. Sorry. I don't think he did VOD though, so VOD is gonna be GP. One moment, having a little bit of a technical difficulty.
You're fine. Okay, yeah, we are in the northeast corner for P1. Thought we were, but I wasn't sure. Ferry now picked up for Sigil. That'll help him with survivability. He can, hopefully ferry over stuff now. If I did not catch how much ferry cost there. Whoops!
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I do like the poll. Where's that glove? 4 or 5? A 2, 5, or 6? Good.
It's
poll.
a 1 in 3. It's one of 3 places. We've seen everything. We have seen or gotten hints for everything else in the game. Okay, Sigil's now making his way to the northwest corner now, so he's gonna finally find P2 and P1. He'll get an up A opportunity here too, which is good because he's getting low. Sigil is still on 323 at 49 minutes, by the way. This seat's been terrible for levels for him. He's just not been able to survive long enough to get the higher levels. He knows he doesn't need towns at this point. He's gonna just ignore whatever town that was there. Old Kasudo. He's gonna go find P2, and he's gonna go straight in, which I think makes sense here for Sigil. He is running out of locations for his glove. We know it's a 1 in 3, it's here. He's still missing enough stuff, he doesn't know that just yet, but... This might be the play, as Valence is in Risen Peabag Cave, which will get him his child if he can survive, but that was him down to his last life just now, so that could be bad.
I think he'll be okay here. He's got... Life 4 is a lot better than Life 3, I think, and...
we're glove locked out of 2.
Yeah,
I think
we saw
because I think Sigil found a dead end on the right side and a glove lock on the left side, because he'd be able to immediately there.
Yeah.
Does finally get life 4, because he did get 500 point P-Bag there out of this encounter.
Valence checked earlier.
Yeah. Sigil's gonna get the, whatever this was here off the water tile, the magic jar, which he'll take.
Nice.
He knows he doesn't need, he doesn't know that he doesn't need the old lady item, which we know to be a magic jar, but anyway.
I hope he figures
Yeah, we know
it out.
2's glove locked.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's the glove.
oh wait, never mind, I guess I
Was that the old
miscounted
lady?
something? That was the old lady, I guess I miscounted something, so I guess Sigil does need to go back there. Whoops!
Where's the jar? I don't remember them
Is that
picking
actually
up
the
jar.
magic container? I guess we might have goofed the hint.
I could have sworn it said jar, but maybe...
I think it said magic jar? Huh, anyway,
Yeah.
hints, things. Because we did get a magic jar on the
We got a magic
Jeez.
container, not a magic jar.
magic container, but I guess the hint calls it a magic jar.
No, because the hint does discriminate between the two.
Huh.
I don't know.
Because
I
we
don't
got the P-Bag, a magic jar, and the magic container, and any key and the child as our overworld items, and then glove and heart here in Nikasudo.
Maybe they call it a red jar, blue jar, magic
I think
jar.
maybe, yeah. Blue jar,
Okay.
red jar is a jar, magic jar is a magic container. Ah, gotcha. Thank you, Mariah, for the distinction. So that's where we got goofed. Okay, so Sigil will hopefully eventually get back there. I also noticed, actually, Valence beat P1. I missed this earlier. Valence beat P1 without getting left without getting the item. We know it's medicine, which is required for Thunder today. So I wasn't paying enough attention to P1 to know if it's glove locked. But if it is, Sigil's gonna have to come back here too.
Well, here's the item from Sigil's Palace.
This is P1, so I guess Valence just didn't get the item from here, maybe because he didn't have enough keys, because that's his medicine.
Thunder time.
Yep.
Peanut butter thunder time. Peanut butter thunder time. Sorry.
Any key picked up for Valence?
Yeah, 2001 memes or whatever.
Yeah, I'm too young to remember 2001 memes.
People were so excited when they could make little movies out of Flash. What's a YouTube? What's a streaming video?
Here's foresight for Sigil. We're playing a 35-year-old game and Casey's concerned about memes from 2001. Ha, indeed, Marai.
Pretty much. Alright, that's a dead horse. Sigil beat it. Yeah, take the level.
Yeah, I'd just take the level. He can get a double level here.
Yeah, it's not a very valuable double level, but he wasn't going to make it to 650, I don't think.
No, I don't think it was worth it. He's just gonna get out of here after this.
What the heck? Oh, that lever was behind the fence. That's wonky looking. In the Wilson encounter, there was a lever that spawned and it was like behind everything, except for the gaps between the fence. I don't know why I've never seen that, but I hadn't. I guess it makes sense, because it's supposed to come up from behind the ground to make it look like it's burrowing up.
I think, yeah, this Valence looks to be back in P1. Yeah, looking for his... Now that he's got the NIT key, he's getting his medicine.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, this Wilson encounter is giving Sigil a tough time, but at least he didn't get hit by the blue hammer. And Sigil is going to be picking up his glove.
Yep, so that's good for him. That... Actually, I believe that puts him, yeah, Sigil's just plain up in is straight up in go mode. Levels kind of stink. 335 at 56 minutes is not very good, but Sigil is in go mode. He just needs to pick up Thunder and get moving on the seed, because he's seen all his palaces, he knows where everything is, he just needs to go beat everything and, Valence is in more basically the same position. He's gonna get his medicine pretty soon here.
Yeah.
And then Valence will also be in beat palaces and get going mode.
Yeah, they don't need anything after this.
No. They just need to turn in their spell items, that's it.
Yeah. That's good. They don't have to dig P5 or 6 or 2 like we were afraid.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's a relief for them, I'm sure. It was a long, long road for these guys. Sigil making his way through P6. Those bars on the windows indicate they're trying to keep a snake inside.
Yeah, P6 is a very pale gray today. It's kind of like, I think this is basically the Famicom Palace color, if memory serves.
Yeah, Famicom only had gray and blue. That was weird, Sigil. Famicom only had gray and blue, and it only had 2 different block textures.
Yeah. Like, I think this is like the shade of gray used in the Famicom version. I don't remember the block texture offhand.
Yeah,
also it's the vanilla P1 color. They just used the vanilla P1 color from the NES version for, like, all the palaces of the Famicom version, I think, so... Very, very familiar shade of gray here.
Now, the NES does have more shades of gray than most other colors, but it doesn't have 50 shades of gray. got like 6, which is a lot of shades for NES.
We have seen 3 different shades of gray here. I think P1 and P3 were also gray, though not quite the same shade as P6 or each other.
Yeah, it's interesting. There are more colors that we can make the palaces, but like, and in fact more colors that we can allow the racers to set their color preferences as. But some could cause problems where, you know, characters match up with certain backgrounds or whatever, or it might just not look great, or, you know, whatever. So there are more colors that could be accessed, that we could make the palaces a few different colors that would still probably work, but just not doing it.
Yeah. Sigil did get attack 4 off the drippers today are 200-point iron knuckles, red iron knuckles, which is rather nice. We are seeing divergence, by the way. Sigil checked the top of the elevator shaft. The Valence is just checking, and Valence is going not there, and has immediately found Barba. In fact, so Sigil is going the wrong way in P6, which is going to be a time loss for him.
Yeah, it's good for Valence. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Valence having
not...
the edge on. Valence has the edge now on gems with this, because Sigil's going everywhere but Barba. Basically, that's going to be a last location about for him. And Valence is. Oh, they both need to get Thunder. It's the only thing they technically still need for their inventories.
Does Everywhere But Barba sound like the title to a 1990s rom-com?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry. I'm casting with the young. It sounds like
I also don't watch rom-coms.
Oh, my
I also
family
don't watch rom-coms of any era of Nightcrawler, which doesn't help.
My sister-in-law used to rent them all the time. Sandra Bullock and Hugh Grant were like the stars of every rom-com in the 90s.
Gotcha. Yeah, rom-coms as a genre really don't appeal to me, to be honest, so...
And Shift, yeah, the caster's thrown a lot of shade today. Yeah, I do. That's just kind of how I do it. Sorry. I gotta tease. Because, like, I have to tease Mirai, and because I tease Mirai, I have to tease all the other racers. So... Oh, man. Drowning in keys, and we don't need keys anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, this room that Sigil's in, I didn't recognize it either. It's one of those community rooms that doesn't seem to come up that often. Because it's a dead-end room, so you don't really see the dead ends as much as the passer rooms.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Thunder is picked up for Valence, who is now officially has everything in his inventory to beat Seed.
Nice Moa kill from Sigil. Got some classic Zelda 2 fighting going on down here. Ah yes, Thunder! Trez can't afford to get us the rights to that song, so you're just gonna have to live with my poor and crude imitation of the song.
Oh, yeah, technically right. Valence doesn't have Fairy in his inventory, right? I forgot that. He does have the child, though, which he can turn in for Fairy whenever he wants. Also, I brain farted which palace is Valence in?
Ooh, I'll keep my eye open. I don't know.
Oh, never mind. I just checked my notes. It's P5 is the one that's this shade of green.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for me it's kind of like a golden, but I can see where you could get green from.
Yeah, on my screen it looks kind of a yellowish green.
Yeah. Alright, okay, that's a good one.
I can see that, yeah.
Oh,
Sigil in his explorations of 6 has found the P bag as the item. Unfortunately, just took every single path except the one he needs.
Yeah. So there's one path left that will lead him to Barba. Hopefully he can find someplace in, say, P5 to make up that time.
Hopefully.
Into face taking the beams. Well, she's got her fused shadow on her head, so she's got protection. Only for her head, though, I guess, if you think about it. Alright, we got the best room in the game. On valence aside, of course. Oh, is he actually going to go down there for the... No, oh, he's turning around. Okay. Nobody ever goes down there. I'll make it better next time. I'll make it more tempting to go down there. It's not that scary. Yeah, people... You have to break the blocks. On the way out, you have to break the blocks quickly. And some people would get stuck and like they would mess that up, and there's a way that I can make it so that that doesn't happen. So when the room jam comes up, I'm gonna update that room. Probably take out 1 or 2 enemies and make the south part of it, or the lower part, more simple to exit from. Our bottom area is not meaningless. Because there's a 50-50. Well, I mean, it depends on the palace. There's a potential jar down there, and also there are fewer enemies. You can do it pretty quick. Make a 1-tile gap in the top so that you fall down to the bottom.
Oh, hey, cross and fight. Thanks.
Okay. Might as well get it if you come across it, but this is one of those split rooms. This is the winner of the room jam, I believe. Oh, no, never mind. This is not the winner of the room jam, and Valence is not getting it.
I mean, it's not worth it.
I mean, we do have VOD coming up, but if they can fairy feed it correctly, they don't really have to worry. There's plenty of magic in play at this point to fairy feed. May as well get it if you come across it. I guess Irene Punmaster has taken over Marai's stream and is now accessing his account. I think that's the first time I've ever seen Marai make a pun. He's usually just groaning at my puns.
Hey, Sigil has finally found Barba. It only took him probably 10 minutes and full clearing the entirety of P6. I'm pretty sure he has seen every room in this palace. Just unfortunately, didn't take the right fork.
I hope he has a very clean drive. Because Valence has been in here for a while, so if he can god rod this, yeah, it could work pretty well.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself, is that he could potentially get some time back on Valence by finding the way through 5 past here. We just don't know, because they're pretty close right now. Other than that, pick got Magic 5 here.
Question about from Eternal. I'm gonna get my night. Sorry, I don't really. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't really know how to pronounce the last part of your name. Yeah, Hyrule Warriors. It's kind of cool, but the Dynasty Warriors genre, like subgenre of action game, isn't one that really appeals to me. It was cute. I played a little bit of the first one, but I don't like. I don't like it when combat's that easy. You know, you're just trivializing thousands of enemies.
For me, it's that genre in general is not really my thing. I prefer more like puzzle games myself, or like RPGs.
Yeah. And I gave Hyrule Warriors
and Zelda, of course. But yeah.
I probably got about halfway through the first Hyrule Warriors personally.
For me, I prefer more like Layton series is a personal favorite. Of course, like Zelda, Pokemon's also.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things.
Golden Sun, real nice.
I've played that series before.
I think you would like that one a lot. It seems like your style of game. Because you like RPGs a bit, right?
Yeah, I do.
So it's an RPG made by Nintendo with puzzles.
Nice. Yeah, maybe should try that out sometime. Sigil has joined Valence in 5 and is looking about as lost. I have no clue where Guma is. Go ahead.
I hope you got out the Sigil. You need to make up a lot of time from 6.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I've actually considered one of my sooner sprites, when I make another sprite coming up, making it a character from a Golden Sun game.
Aaron has apparently played a bunch of Warriors games. A whole lot of Dragon Warrior.
Oh, that's Dynasty Warriors in this case.
Dynasty Warriors, never mind. Is it? Okay, I guess. Dynasty Warriors, Hyrule Warriors, and I don't recognize the other acronyms because it's not a genre I'm very familiar with because it's not my thing. Apologies.
Yeah, there's a Gundam one in there, probably. They had some Gundam Hyrule, and they had a Fist of the North Star Dynasty Warriors game. That one I might have tried because that kind of matches the manga, you know. But I've never really, I haven't really watched that much Fist of the North Star either. So, not that I don't like it, it's just I never really watched it. Not past the first 10 episodes or something. Oh yeah, there was an Attack on Titan ones, right? Yeah.
I am also not familiar with the Attack on Titan base series, so I cannot comment on that either.
I thought they would have it on Crunchyroll, but they didn't. They don't have the last part of this season on Crunchyroll yet, so I haven't watched. So no spoilers in chat, please. I'll get around to finishing up Attack on Titan at some point. Man, Valence's little tracker is like so dope.
It is.
We should put it up for everyone else somehow, someday. But you'll just have to go and give his videos a look-see in the future.
Yeah. Which reminds me, I guess I can do some shoutouts here. Shoutouts to our runners. Please give the both a follow, Sigil and Valence. Thank you as well to my co-com, Nightcrawler, and to our tracker, Melee. This has been quite the P5. Valence has been in here for, what, the better part of 10 minutes? And has only just found Guma.
Alright, we got a Guma. We got a Guma! That's great!
I have absolutely no idea how Valence got to Guma, but I do know that Sigil is in the item room, which means he's not going the right way, I think.
Well, he's following where Valence was, so that's probably not good.
I was going to say, I don't think that's a good...
Yeah. he got the cross, so could come in handy. Could save his life in the future. We don't know what Valley of Death is going to be like at this point. We don't know how good these guys are at nailing their fairy feet and or link feet, as we've seen like Chroma using in the standard tournament. Yeah.
They are in the same palace. Hi.
Yes, they are in the same palace. That is correct. What's up, Trails?
They are in the same palace. Slightly different colors because of their setups, I assume. It's a little bit greener for Valence, at least on my screen. But, yeah, this is P5. Valence 100% of this place. Sigil is looking to do exactly the same thing, unfortunately. Sigil, the main difference between the two right now is Sigil got extremely lost in P6, just... Barba's really close to start in 6, and Sigil just didn't check that one elevator, and didn't check that one right, unfortunately. So that's why he's behind.
Alright, we are going into P4, and unfortunately we got the power of Reflect on our side. Oh, Sigil is getting close to Guma, I think. No, never mind. No. There's an elevator up you take to Guma, but it's not this one. I recognize what the elevator down was, and it's not this area, so find yourself another elevator, Sigil.
Yeah. I'm just reminded right now, I don't think we're getting into GP sub 130 at this rate. Potentially. Because we're an hour 15 in, we've still got 3 gems left for Valence, so Sigil just found Guma, so he did save a bit of time on Valence. Yeah. I think this was a faster 5, which is good for him, he needs that.
Yeah, I was going to say too, that seemed at least 3 minutes faster than Valence. For what it's worth, right?
Yeah.
Those palaces were not kind to our runners.
No, these were terrible. We are not doing a doubleheader. They will be playing Game 2 at a date to be determined.
It looks like Valence is getting ready to get Attack 8, or cashing out early to get lots of other levels.
This is going to be, I think, either... I'm not sure this is Attack 5 or Life 6, but... Sigil 427 experience short... No, 520 experience 7 short of the next level is not going to bother fighting for it. And that is okay, Life 6.
Yeah, Life is the disappointing level, you know.
Yeah.
If you're ever looking at something and be like, man, I hope I don't get the Life level coming up from this gem, that's when you're going to get the Life level.
Yeah. So Sigil's now going to track on over to Mido in the southeast corner to go pick up... Now, Sigil, you don't need your trophy. This is his trophy, by the way. He just doesn't need it in hour 16 in. I'm not sure why he's going for it.
Yeah, it's moves like this. When I first started getting decent times in races, it's doing stuff like this that was a hard habit for me to break, and I think it's, you know, for a lot of Zelda players, because people who play Zelda games. In general, not necessarily people who are used to speedruns or randomizers, but people who play Zelda games tend to be perfectionists and want to get all the items. And ditching that habit is crucial to really winning races. And it took me a while to tear that off. You gotta realize, you know, okay, I'm good. I don't need, you know, jump. You know, when I've already got Fire Link jump or whatever, I don't need, I don't need life. I don't need shield. I mean, in this game they did, but you gotta realize what is something you can pass up. And
yeah, and I do think. Yeah, I was wondering, trophy is linked to shield this seed. As you can tell, the trophy was very free this seed. Valence got it early. Sigil just never quite walked past that cave until a minute ago. It was really helpful early game because the early game combat was brutal for these guys, but I don't know that shield was worth it an hour 16 in.
For those of you guys who just missed it, you got another chance to check it. There is a graphical glitch that can happen if Rebanak is randomized into a palace with in P4, and it mixes up the sprites from the robe, and you get a shark riding Rebanak, and we call it Reba Shark. It's so great.
It's quite a sight, yeah. That said, this P4 is looking like a bit of a slog for Valence.
It's been in here for too long.
And it's not that large a palace, so it feels like it's been pretty long for a P4. And here's shield for Sigil.
Yeah, it's purely because Rainbow Shark exists that I want to have water in palaces as an option. Because you fought Rainbow Shark out of water, you know, but in its natural habitat, oh man, you do.
Alright, and P4 now for Sigil. Let's see, does he have any better of a time than poor Valence has here?
So. Maybe not.
I hope so for his sake too.
I think Valence routed kind of straight into this Kirok, so it looks like, at least, you know, from the last couple rooms, so it looks like it's just a long palace.
I feel like there were some junctions in here, but I might be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, there were, but I mean, from Rainbow Shark to Kirok, I think it was, you know, it was necessary to go through Rainbow Shark to get here. Well, Hef, it actually is technically possible to have lava and water in the same room, because there's a ROM hack where they do that in a cave. And it's supposed to be like a puzzle, right? There's lava and you're supposed to avoid that, and then there's fake lava, which is water, and you walk through it. But when I loaded it up in Z2 Edit, it wasn't clear what was going on. So I don't know how that ROM hacker did it, but it's possible. The main problem is, like, you would want to be able to tell the difference between the two. You'd want them to load with different palettes, and you'd want it to be accessible from Z2 Edit so people can make things with it.
Yep. Alright, we are now into P3 for Valence. Sigil has, no, yeah, no, making me making a brain fart. Sigil is still in T4.
Alright, we moving. Oh, is that Rainbow Shock for Sigil? Is he an open
That might be. He's turning around though, unfortunately, if that is the Rebo Shark.
Well, that's a bad move, unfortunately.
Yeah. We know that is the way to go.
Yeah.
I wonder if he might be assuming it's an item mini-boss and not doing it because of that, but I don't know. Ooh, and a lava bath for Valence.
Wow, we have another Rebo Shark. We only saw one of the two Rebo Sharks. This is the land Rebo Shark. Out.
And unfortunately, this is not the Rebo Shark Sigil needs to fight.
That's right.
He also took a lot of damage and is not taking a death. Thankfully, still has 2 lives left.
Yeah, I didn't really set that one up properly, unfortunately. And here's Valence finding his Bissy boss of P3. Nice lavender curtains.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Matches like the undertones to the background color.
We have Reba Shark versus Rebanak on screen for just a second.
Yeah.
We don't get to see that too often. Both of them to compare against each other. Alright, that's a good setup there. Just gotta manipulate it, but unfortunately this is not the right way. Ah. This is the item, which is candle. You might as well get it. You went all that way.
Yeah, I guess.
I think Sigil just didn't recognize this room. Like, he wasn't sure if this was a pass-through, he didn't know this was the item, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, valence is gonna be going to P2.
Yeah. Sigil, unfortunately, still lost in P4. He is heading back, though. If that is the other Rainbow Shark at the bottom right here, he will find Karok pretty soon. Oh, soon-ish. It's still gonna be some rooms past that, but that is, we know, is the right track for it.
Rainbow Shark rematch. Looks like Sigil has a little bit of trouble with Rebanak still, but managed to get this one taken care of without losing a life. And with life 6 on his side and plenty of magic and the life spell, he should be able to go into the Karok fight healthy. But you also want, you know, magic to cast the spell, so yeah. But it's still like 2 rooms away. I think when we find another elevator, which is in the next room, then you take that up. So I guess it's actually 3 rooms. Oh. Yeah, no. I guess it's still a couple more rooms because this isn't the up and down elevator. Okay, let's pick up Fairy. That was one advantage that Sigil had in terms of time. Oh, sorry. It was not an up and down elevator, but here we are. Ooh. What's going on over there? Never mind. Alright, good
There you
kill.
go.
And that should be life 7 probably for Sigil.
Maybe Magic 6, either one of the two. Nope, that is life 7, you are correct. Gonna be probably what, 5, 6, either 6, 6, 7 or 5, 6, 8 for the end for him.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's
gonna be at 7, 7, 6 probably for Valence.
Yeah.
Valence about a P3 and walk, well, about a P3 plus the walk to P2 ahead right now on Sigil. I don't
Actually,
think
Sigil might be 5, 6, 8. It might turn out that way. Sorry.
I don't think he's getting 3 more levels out of this. He's only got 2 gems left.
No, that's what I'm saying. He might end up getting life 8 instead of attack 6.
Yes, but that's 3 levels on. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's 3 levels above what he has right now. He's only got.
Sigil.
Yes, but Sigil only has 2 gems left in place. I don't think he's getting a level.
That would be 1 level in magic, 1 level in life. Because he has...
Oh, wait, never mind. I missed math. That's why. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. But, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's probably going to be magic 6 at some point, though.
He will probably get magic 6. Just don't know if it's going to be attack 6 or life 8 after that. There's no not terrible helmet head.
Oh god, that's dead.
That's a pretty fast helmet head.
Yeah. Flying bug fireballs like the second form T-Bird. Flying bug fireballs.
Sigil entering Rebo's room as Valence finishes off P2.
Oh, Aaron, you mean the bee? Give them the T-Bird fireballs? Nah. I hate, I love a good challenge, but the bees? I hate the bees. Not the bees! Not the bees!
I said earlier I didn't think this seed was going to be a sub 130 GP entry. It's not going to be a sub 130 GP entry.
Yeah, but it's close.
Depends how long it takes Valence to find and go through the Valley of Death. We know the Valley of Death is kind of south of his current position, but I'm not actually sure where the entrance to it is.
Or you just enter from the river?
I think so. Still needs to get there, though.
Well, I mean, that's... Well, yeah. He was coming from another palace in the east, so...
Yeah, he was coming from P2, which is in the northwest corner, and GP is kind of in the middle. We can actually see the Valley of Death. We can actually see the Valley of Death from here. We just can't get there. Yeah, it's the entry is just south of where Sigil was. It's like a one-tile entrance there.
Is the path through to that swamp? No, that swamp. No. I don't think that swamp goes anywhere.
No, I think Valence needs to go back around the other way. It's gonna be a bit of a hike.
It's in the middle.
It is. Sigil, unfortunately, was on the eastern side of the Valley of Death, and the only entry is from the western side, it looks like.
Yeah, it is. But you have to, go all the way around the map. I think it was actually closer going the way that he was going. Or I think he's approaching it now, sorry. The waterway. Nope. One more. There we go. There's the waterway that'll make you say, "Ouch, that's lava."
And yeah, there is the single tile entry to the valley.
Oh yeah, that cave goes to Death Mountain, which is interesting because it looks like it goes to the caldera, but it doesn't.
Not to the caldera, to the valley. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the center of the crater of a volcano is a caldera.
No, caldera is defined by there being a lake in it.
Send you some links. All right, it's gonna be a little bit slower of a helmet head because the lower life level, the lower attack levels, but it's still very fast. 3 hits instead of 2, so very effective. And I think that death was much cooler on this side. We had the helmet in the middle of the screen. It was pretty awesome.
Alright, Valence just gonna fare through this encounter. I think was having a little trouble with his fairy feats. Sigil does look to be going the right way to the Valley of Death, so he's gonna get a little time back on Valence here by, as he gets attack 6, by not going the wrong way to the valley, which is good for him.
That is actually pretty nice. It seemed like they were much further apart, but at the end of the day...
Valence lost 2 minutes going the wrong way to the valley, so this is actually quite helpful.
Yeah. So
Because he went east and south instead of west and south from P2, and unfortunately, yeah. They're basically a Valley of Death traversal apart, 113.11 curtain for Valence.
Yeah, Sigil almost stopped my heart right there with that upstab on the dealer. Alright, not trying the fairy feat, just going to ferry through the tunnel, which is a safe approach, especially when you got life 7, but Valence is in and casting his fairy to get up this initial fairy block room. It's a fairy block in this direction and not a fairy block in the other direction. It's a vanilla room, looks like that.
Yeah, I don't know that Sigil is actually comfortable with fairy feats from what memory serves, so...
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with fairy feet. I get it maybe like half the time.
Yeah, it can be kind of finicky.
Yeah, the ultimate play is to skip fairy feet and just practice link feet.
Vasilla making good progress through the Valley of Death here, and he's gonna be only about 2 minutes behind Valence, it looks like, getting into GP, not even, actually.
Yeah, very nice.
That's like it's gonna take a quick up a 134.28, 1 minute 17 second difference entry.
Wow. So yeah, it is literally anyone's game. However, there's been some talk about how the flags generate seats, and it seems that when you have short GP and you have reconstructed palaces, it tends to make the palaces less confusing.
Mm-hmm. Here's T-Bird, by the way, for Valence, so pretty quick if you take the correct route. I just don't remember what the correct route was.
Oh, it's just straight, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if there were any forks.
Some wise jumping from Sigil. Yeah,
so he does not want to deal with the blue chicken knight, which is a smart choice, yeah.
Yes, shortened GP is supposed to just take out the corridor rooms. That is the rooms that have one entrance and one exit, and then maybe also the dead end rooms. It's not supposed to reduce the number of decisions that you make, the number of branches that is, but for some reason that is the way that it was programmed, but only when you're using reconstructed GP or reconstructed palaces. So that might be looked at for the next version.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you were right. Very literal linear T-Bird, like third room in.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll have to see, because they're pretty close right now. Sigil, still incredibly linear. Sigil needs this to be a little less linear, and or for Valence to take a game over that he doesn't take. Because they're pretty close still. Despite this being an hour and 36 minutes in, we're still pretty close.
Alright, Sigil setting up his pendulum.
Let's get it set up here.
He does have a slightly lower attack level than Valence, so this might take 2 or 3 more hits.
Yeah,
but, not too bad.
No, he's got life 7 with 7 hearts, so can take some damage.
Yeah, totally. Alright, looks like 1 more hit, maybe 2. Good job.
1 hit, and he took no damage. Very nice T-Bird fight.
Yeah, very, very graceful T-Bird fight there. And HPV Valence is between a rock and a hot place.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what was going on there with that spicy chicken as we finally get our first junction. What would you call this color here? As kind of orangey brown as we find a dead end with a blue chicken in it?
That's a good question.
It is a slightly brighter shade of orangey brown on Sigil's side for me, but
I mean, my Y chromosome just says orange, but my X chromosome says, I don't know, like summer sunset or something.
It's almost kind of caramel colored, at least on Valence's side from my perspective.
Yeah, I mean, they're slightly different between the two, but
Yeah,
It
it's
is
a
a
little bit
strange
more
color.
orange for Sigil for me.
Alright, so we have oh god, well,
Dark Link, never mind.
the first junction has Dark Link immediately off. Okay, that get your GGs in the chat, everyone. It was not the easiest race in the world. These guys pulled it out, and oh, sorry, second junction. My bad.
This first one was that dead end, yeah. Hopefully Sigil won't be too far behind if he checks the entirety of this next elevator shaft.
Fun thing about the color orange, by the way, brown is dark orange. It's just people don't generally think of it like that.
Yeah. And that is GG's to Valence, 138.42. That was a long one here.
Yeah. And we got Midna waking up Link.
Yep, and Valence will be done here. Not Valence. Sigil is going to be done very shortly.
Yeah, and it seems like probably about a minute behind. Maybe a minute. Minute 17?
He was a minute 17 getting in. I think he's going to be slightly less than that finishing. Yeah, so he made up like 10 or 15 seconds in here, I guess.
Yeah. So we won't know until the fight's over, but it seems that way.
There we go. GG's 139.50. So 1 minute 8 second difference. So gain like a minute and 9 seconds in here. Not bad.
Or just 9 seconds, right?
Yeah, 9 seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, it's such a short palace. Making up that much time is pretty good.
Yeah. And we are now joined by both runners. GG.
GG.
Well, that was a somewhat linear GP, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to take that over that P5 any day of the week.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you guys had fun in 5.
Just throw that P5 in the trash.
I don't remember P5.
That's all I remember.
Sigil was a little faster in P5, which helped him make up some of the time that he lost to you a bit earlier.
Sigil got lost in P6, yeah.
Yeah, P6 was nasty for Sigil.
Okay, I had a little easier time with P6. But yeah, P5 was my nemesis.
For a while there, we were thinking that the glove was going to be in P2, 5, or 6, but fortunately it was in Nukasudo, so not too bad there.
Yeah, we lost track of the hints a smidge. Go ahead.
No, yeah, as soon as I saw glove was there, I'm like, I don't have to look for anything in a palace ever again, I think. I think I was done at that point.
Yeah, I think you were, yeah.
So I didn't find the item in P5, so I'm glad I didn't have to dig that any more than I did. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because with the way that the game started out, it put the Maze Island, pass-through cave, or the pass-through to Maze Island, pretty close to start, and it put, connectors to Death Mountain there, and of course, from there, you can go to the east, so in theory, it wasn't such bad traversal, but in fact, to get to the pass-through from Death Mountain to the east, you had to go through a few caves, and then when you get to the east, it's pretty much worthless because it just dumps you by VOD in the middle of this stream, right? And you got to go all the way around through all these nasty enemies before you find any palace to reset at.
Yeah, this early game was horrendous for you both in terms of combat. I don't think we had a gem placed sub 50 minutes or something. It was very late.
I mean, every palace I dove had a block, except for maybe 3 might have had another way around, maybe, but everything was glove blocked. I'm like, I can't I can't. And then Thunder was one. I'm like, just focus on finding one and getting that medicine, and hopefully it's not glove block, or you find glove before that. And it was just, I couldn't find a good line of like a route to take to where it's like, it's basically like, I hope it's there. I hope I don't have to go back to Death Mountain.
Death Mountain was trash.
Yeah. You found Hammer Cave, and that was pretty cool. And we thought when you found it that it might be something awesome, but it gave you a heart, which is
Yeah,
uh,
that was a bummer.
Yeah, I might have been singing unsavory words throughout the seed.
yeah. That is totally understandable, Sigil.
I should have stayed in that palace at the beginning and try to level up more at that time.
You guys had such a hard time getting levels because there was just so much stuff echoing you all over the place that you guys just couldn't get going for ages.
Yeah.
Like I remember Sigil, one of the only item on Maison you ended up finding. I don't think you ever found the other.
Nope.
Down near the raft tile, you game over to that. Like I think at least twice. The other
Yes.
item, by the way, is on the river. Is on the river by the palace.
What
I
was
think
it?
you can never
Yeah.
walk.
It was a magic table.
Another magic jar.
Yeah, you just kept sort of using the river there instead of walking on that one little piece of ground, and so you kept passing it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I thought I'd walk on all the pieces.
And honestly, you wouldn't have had to double dip Nukasudo if you'd gotten that magic container right there.
Yeah.
That if you'd found it, that might have saved you. But that would have saved you another trip to Nukasuda, which, considering how far for Nukasuda was from P1 and
Water
P2
tile?
would have been a decent hike. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long walk. What was the what did Grandma want? Because I had all of them at that
7
point.
jars.
Oh, I wanted 7.
Sigil had 6, I think it was, and
Mhm.
the Maison one would have been his 7th. So he would have been able to single dip if he'd had it, but well, yeah, Randa will do that to you sometimes.
Rando
Yeah.
be rando. But you guys both did very well, I'd say. It was kind of a strange seed with an interesting map and unforgiving life levels, like until you got to like life 4. Life 1 through 3, they were improvements, but they were just low in general, right? I think it was at life 1, the red Iron Knuckles were killing you in 1 hit. At life 3,
Yeah.
it was 2 hits, but then the red Lizalfos were still killing you in 1 hit. So
Yep, same with the blues.
oof.
It was really felt pretty squishy throughout most of that.
Yeah. And Valence found the trophy much earlier, which got him the shield spell, and Sigil found it like right near the end of the game.
Yeah, that didn't help much that you didn't have shield sigil because with all that early combat difficulties.
That would have saved so much time for me.
Yeah, you just again, it's kind of like the item in Mazel, and you just walk straight past it for a good while there.
It's kind of like
But-
how life is kind of a gamble to get. It was actually
Yeah.
really good. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I picked it up.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. What was that, 3 containers?
I think it was 4.
It was
Holy-
4.
That's
Nice.
really good. Valence, do you mind if I comment on your tracker being totally off the chain?
I'm glad someone noticed.
Did you program that yourself, or how does that?
Yeah. I had a different one, and then long story short, my hard drive died and I lost everything. So I had to remake my themes and all that stuff. And I was super depressed. And I was like, just make something simple. I'm like, she's just in a cave. She's just sleeping. Nothing's gonna happen. Simple. And I thought, what if she woke up? And then it ballooned from there.
Of course, it ballooned from there.
I just kept like, hey, this is a fun idea. Let's do this.
You even made some custom sprites for that, or imported them from a different game for the skeletons
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, the Super Mario Brothers 2 masks. I put those in there. I'm gonna put other stuff in there. I'm gonna slowly add to it over time. That was the goal, but I had to have a lot from the outset
Oh, that's so
because
cool.
I didn't want it to feel too empty.
Do you want me to give you ideas that are gonna make it more work for you?
Adding any seed is going to make more work for me.
What if the background changes too, and it goes to like she
Oh, it goes
teleports
to other games
places.
completely. Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's definitely in the card. She's definitely going to wake up and be in like Dr. Wily's like or Dr. Light's lab with Mega Man sitting there like, what are you doing here? How'd you get here?
That'd be so cool. Yeah, everyone. No one else could see your tracker because we don't like stream that. But
Yeah.
anyone, check out Valence's stream, to see that tracker in action. It's pretty dope, and not distracting either. It's not like always flashing and doing this stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it was spaced out enough to where it wasn't like a distraction and they only last for a certain amount of time. So, yeah. But thank you. I worked a lot on that.
Oh yeah, totally. And Sigil, like how you took the loss in this game, but it was a very slim loss. So I'd say you represented yourself very well. It's single elimination at this stage, or is it double elimination?
No, it's best
It's
2 out of 3
single.
still.
But still, it's BO3.
Oh, but at this point, yeah.
Yeah, true. Awesome. So Sigil still has a chance to make a comeback, right?
I mean, yeah, this could have gone either way. It was only a minute behind.
Awesome. So what are you guys doing? Other than Zelda 2, or are you going to be practicing Zelda 2 throughout the week? Do you have any other games lined up or any other races that you guys want to talk about? Let's start with you, Sigil. Anything else going on you want to stream?
Not really.
Well, that's all good. Yeah, I don't stream very much either.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm improving on that right now with Z2.
I think you are. You put up a good fight against Valence, and I don't know if I commentated. I think I commentated one of your games in the main tournament, Sigil. But I think from what I saw then, it seems like you've improved. From my perspective. Although I would say at the end, it might have been a good idea to go a little bit straighter to GP. Although that shield did come in handy. So, but how about yourself, Valence? Anything else going on in your channel?
Oh, nope, not until this tournament's all wrapped up. I'll still be just doing Z2R stuff.
Excellent.
All right.
All right.
Speaking of this tournament, any idea when Game 2 will be for you guys? Since I don't think I see it on the schedule? ?
When are you available next, Valence?
Well, definitely not tomorrow for reasons. But anything after that, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You want to go Friday at the same time?
Friday at 9 Eastern?
Yes.
That works for me.
All right, then just get it submitted. You guys know how to do that, and then we can see about things. Good luck to you both on that.
Thank you.
Considering how this race went, it could be a toss-up, between the two of you guys when it's a minute and 9 seconds between you two, or a minute and 8 seconds. And Sigil, at the end, by the way, you did, even though it was a very straight GP and you had slightly lower levels, you did pick up 9 seconds from your entry. So you were going a little bit faster than Valence. So, you got the win under your belt, Valence, but, Sigil's coming for you.
Thank you for the commentating and the restream.
Yeah, thank you for restream and commentating.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for joining me, Nightcrawler.
My pleasure.
All right, and with that, I do think that is pretty much it here for us. Let's basically give both of our runners a follow, Sigil and Valence, myself, my co-com Nightcrawler, and thank you to Melee Wizard as well for doing our tracking this race. Coming up ahead on the CSR schedule, that's it for the night. We do have tomorrow a pair of Link of the Past No Major Glitches League Season 5 Desert Palace Division Round 3 matches, which include There's Cubes versus Sleepy, and then Jaspeel Willie versus Victor Jr. That is 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. As well as Game 2 of Mirai versus CS Tutor. That'll be quarterfinals of the main bracket. They're at 10 p.m. In the meantime, though, we're going to go ahead and head over to say hi to Mirai, who's streaming the other semifinals of the Nibiru Invitational, TH versus the Goblin. They're about 20 minutes in, so we'll go see how they're doing at that. Thanks for watching all, and we'll see you next time.